My name is Tommy Conley, and I am the conductor of this interview. Grace Conley is a 15-year-old student at Science Leadership Academy who also happens to be my sister. To be honest, I selected her as my interviewee to decrease any intimidation I might feel interviewing someone else. However, she has some distinct interests that she relentlessly pursues, making her a role model of mine. What's like the maximum value of a coin that needs to have for you to pick it up? I know you don't frequently do it, but this is a genuine question.
It depends if the penny is really... I have a weird thing. Mm-hmm. I'm really attracted to shiny things. I'm like a moth. I'm like a light. I'll be walking around. If it's a shiny penny, I'll pick it up. But if it's a dirty penny, I'll ignore it. If it's a dirty dollar coin, I won't even pick that up, man. It's gotta be shiny.
What?
It's gotta be pristine.
Alright, we're back with my guest here.
I'm Grace Conley.
Yep.
That's who I am. Just clearing my throat.
Yep. Alright. Interview begins.
Oh, okay.
I don't like my questions.
That's okay.
I'm gonna go into the beef of them now, like the real questions. But then once we get a little farther in, I'm gonna start asking some more on the spot questions.
That's alright.
Like, how many fingers do you have? Save.
There's so many fingers. You wouldn't believe.
What exactly are your main passions, and to what degree would you like to pursue them in your future life?
I feel like talking about this is weird with you, but I'm gonna do it whatever. Like I said in my beautiful rap before, I'm a movie lady. I like the movies, I enjoy them, and my passion is doing anything about that. Currently, I'm most interested in screenwriting and directing. So in my future, I would like to go to college in California and study those areas, and maybe become a filmmaker and be a woman in that industry, because ladies...
But you are a woman.
I am a woman. I just want to be a woman in there, because there aren't many of them. Yeah. I mean, I wish I had more qualities to offer besides just being a woman. You know what I mean? But that's what I want to do.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What was a turning point for you in realizing that's something you legitimately wanted to pursue?
This is okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Bro, you're gonna think this is the weirdest thing in the world. I'm not even lying. But I have one instance that really just sparks my memory. It was the summer of last year, and I was sleeping over two of my buddies' homes. Mm-hmm. Should I name them? Is this how this works?
Whatever you want.
And it was really late at night, and we were getting like loopy, and we didn't know what was going on. And we were like, we found this sock monkey, and we were like, oh my god, this monkey looks weird. So we were like, what can we do with this monkey? So then we had a sock monkey photo shoot, which I framed and staged all the photos of the sock monkey performing different tasks, like brushing his teeth and like working out, maybe making a new friend, like taking a selfie. Mm-hmm. And the one picture that I'm most proud of is of the monkey taking a selfie of himself, and it really looks like he's holding the camera by himself. And I was just so proud of taking that picture because it looks so real. Mm-hmm. And like I was like, wow, this is what I want to do. Not even joking.
Photographer.
No, I was like, man, I already like film and such, and look, I can apply it to my real life. I'm using my skills to take sock monkey photos.
Pay the bill.
What else? I can name more things. We've got time.
I know. I still have more questions. Stop pressuring me.
I have a good one. I have a real good, actually, like, legit answer for that.
Okay.
It was in 8th grade, and we were going through, like, the choosing your high school process. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to go to SLA, but I also applied for Kappa. But originally, I was going to apply for writing, because I thought that's what I was most interested in. But then, like, last minute, I was like, man, this is not what I want to do. And they created this new program called MDTV. And when I read the description, I was like, oh, this is
my God.
actually something I'm interested in. And it's all about filmmaking and photography and like writing scripts. And I had no experience in that area when I was in 8th grade, but I was like, hey, I'm gonna try this out anyway. So I took some videos and pictures and I wrote a little script for my interview. And I get in. And I was like, whoa,
you did get it.
that's something I didn't know that I can do.
Yeah.
And I didn't go.
Yeah.
I'm at SLA. But that's a better thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably better here. I'm actually curious. I didn't know you wrote a script. I just remember you did submitted some writings. How long was it that you wrote the script?
The script, I didn't even know what was up.
Yeah.
Here's how that went. It said you needed a piece of writing in a script format and any other piece of writing you want. So I had the writing I did for my class. But when it said a script, I was like, what?
Yeah.
And so I came up with this idea of this person, I still have it actually.
Yeah.
Of this person who worked at a pet shop, and a woman would come in every day and buy a different goldfish. And he didn't know why she was buying the goldfish, but it turned out that she was coming in because she had a crush on the cashier and just wanted to see him more times. It was really bad, but
turns out she was eating the goldfish.
man, that would have been way better than what I wrote it as. But that was the first script that I ever wrote.
That's
Besides a play I wrote in 3rd grade called The Marshmallows Attack. Man,
That sounds familiar.
I was a real entrepreneur, playwright, real art.
I missed this one. What are your inspirations in this field of, I guess, the screenwriting? Just I think we could just get in the movie realm or anything like that. What are some of your...
I wanted my fingers to crack, but they did it. Finish the question.
That's it, I guess.
What are my inspirations? I love writing just as a whole,
Yeah.
and I'm passionate about just doing good writing things.
Mm-hmm.
So my inspiration for that is my current English teacher, Mr. K. I love Mr. K, and especially being in his class both this year and last year has increased my passion for writing even more, because when I was in middle school I thought I was too swaggy to do any writing, and I just kind of ignored that part of my life. But ever since being at SLA, I was like, man, I want to do this a lot of the time and I want to do it well. So that's my writing inspiration. Movie inspiration overall. Because I love La La Land, and I also just love movies, but
go ahead.
La La Land in particular just really increased my passion for movies. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know why. It just hit me right in here, and I was like, man, this is everything I love all the time. And it made I already wanted to move to LA, but that movie was man, this is what I want to be. This is where I want to go. And I love music, and I just think it's beautiful, and the story I know why I love it, because it's about the whole premise is following your dreams. And those are my dreams.
Yeah.
It's a movie about my dreams that I want to follow my dreams.
How do you think your upbringing has affected your interest in this field?
Support from my fam.
Sports.
Upbringing in the sense of the people I'm around, or my intermediate family, or my school environment. What do you want? You want them all?
I want them all.
At once?
I want them all.
I just feel all of that for me changed when I went to high school. I feel even with my friends in 8th grade, when I expressed having interest in film or anything, they're like, screw that, let's eat Chipotle and complain about people. And I was like, oh, okay. But in high school, I just feel there's so many more people who have shared interests with me, and there's more of a community for me to express what I'm interested in. And even
if you could change one thing about your life, what would you change?
Bro,
I'm so sorry for it.
Honestly, what would I change? Well, I mean, no, I don't know how I would change this. Especially since I want to be a filmmaker.
Yeah.
I wish I wasn't so anxious all the time, and I wish I had all this confidence, and I could be
that's gonna sound great.
I don't know how to explain it. I just if I could change anything, I would want to not be afraid. Even though I feel the fear I have inspires a lot of things I want to do. I wish I could there's this episode of Black Mirror, spoilers,
It's fine.
but this dude, he can put on this thing on this person's head, and he can feel the pain he's a doctor, he can feel the pain they're feeling, but he doesn't have any of the physical repercussions, so like he can diagnose them, but he doesn't physically get affected by it. So I'm like that with like my anxiety, like I want to like experience it, and I want to have
I feel you.
Yeah, but I don't want it to impact my life in a negative light, which I feel like it does sometimes. Like I feel like I'm like, oh, I want to do this, but yikes. Like the same that happened to me last year. I signed up for another class.
Mm-hmm.
It was like experimental filmmaking, and I went to one thing and I was like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
And then when it came time in the next week to go to the next class, it was like, no thank you.
Yeah.
I would rather cry me a river, Justin Timberlake. And then I didn't go, and I wish I did go. Yeah.
You got really like good at doing that though. I feel like you've been taking like a lot of classes and like.
Yeah,
I
agree.
there's definitely a really significant progress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good job.
Which I feel like is due to the class that I did this summer. Wow, I thought that was a while ago.
Which one was it?
That was the screenwriting class, the one I did in full when I really wanted to quit.
Yeah.
Because I just felt like, wow, I'm not the best at this, which is okay. It's all about learning.
It's okay.
But the night, like it was like you had a script due, and the dude there knew what he was doing, and he wrote up reports like about how good it was and gave you a grade. It was intimidating.
Yes, I'm sorry. What roles, if any, do you think American society has played in how you identify yourself? And you know, it doesn't have to be in how you identify yourself. That was just kind of the end of the question, but you could tie it back to what some of your interests, or I don't know.
How do I identify myself?
That's crazy. Yeah.
I don't even know. I feel like that's also a very loaded question to hand to a 15-year-old kid who's like, who?
15?
I'm 15. Hello. Nice to meet you.
17. What's wrong with you?
American society. Let's think. Well, they're like, ladies can't do this. Ladies... Okay, I'm going to make it about movies because that's not how I know how to talk.
Yeah. In terms of...
I like them.
Yeah.
And not a lot of ladies make them or get recognized for making them.
Yeah.
Specifically in the Oscars.
Yeah.
I also happen to love the Oscars. So, in particular, there's only been one woman who's ever won Best Director at the Oscars. Catherine Bigelow for The Hurt Locker in 2000, I want to say, 9. But when I feel like American society is pushing this idea that it's all white dudes in film, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all the white dudes in film are getting recognized. And the very few women that are getting recognized are really, really talented. So I feel like in order to be valid in that industry, I need to be, like, even better. Like, I need to be super incredible if I want to be, like, even represented in the slightest. Which means America will look at any old white guy and be like, yeah. But then... women, they have to be like, really, like 2 yeahs.
Yeah.
So basically, American society makes me feel like I need to be 2 yeahs in order to be at least, to be compared to 1 yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, okay, you gotta promise me something.
Okay.
When you win an Oscar, you have to say the following words. You gotta shake hands with me on this. You have to say this word for word. Do you think if ice cubes didn't melt, they would... Do you think if ice cubes didn't melt, they would be the worldwide currency? You gotta say that on the Oscars stage.
No.
Why not?
How about the Golden Globes?
No, you gotta shake my hand.
No, Tommy.
Why would you not say... Okay.
Because... honestly, I would totally say yes, but since this is an actual idea I have in my brain and I've had for many years of my life, I have a Pinterest board called Future Oscar Dresses that has been going on since I was in like 6th grade. I'm not gonna shake your hand because that means too much to me, but the Golden Globe.
Okay, alright, well, I guess shake my hand on that.
We shook.
Yeah. Shaking sounds. Alright. You probably would an Oscar.
Thank you.
Good, yeah.
I hope so. I don't know why. Also, that's another thing. Why do I want that?
You want to
I want it.
There should be a Ratatouille themed restaurant where your food gets made by rats.
Most definitely.
Any thoughts Any closing thoughts you'd like to give to America and the people of the Ukraine?
I hope you think I'm special.
Alright, cool.
That's what's up.
You wanna give him a really audible high five?